Hello everybody, it's Linda and I am back with my promise tutorial, and in this tutorial I am showing you how to create the base for this fun 2-in-1 mini album box. So we'll be creating the base and I will not show you how I decorated it. If you want to see the details of that, I'll link to the video showing this album in the description box below. I hope you'll enjoy my tutorial. Okay, so you need some chipboard pieces for your cover. You can use a heavyweight chipboard like this, or you can just use some like from a pizza box or something, whatever you have, and make it as sturdy as you want it to be. So I want to put feet on my box album, so that's why I've used a little bit more sturdy than the chipboard from the pizza boxes. So you need 3 pieces, 5 inches across, 7 inches tall. Okay, 3 pieces. You're going to use 2 of these for the bottom and the top cover, and then you want to close your cover with a flap. So that's why I want 3 pieces, because you also want this to go like a strip to go under here and under here, and these are those 2. 1.5 inch tall, both of them, and then the rest here you can use for your flap to go on the cover like so. Okay, so you decide how large you want it. I want to use a Tim Holtz on the edge die to cut this and make it nice. Then you need 2 strips. Whoops. 2 strips, 1.5 inch by 7 inches tall, 2 of these to go here. And now we're going to assemble this. We're going to use duct tape to assemble it. I'm just going to cut up these 2 first. So here is this, and I want it just a little bit shorter so that I can decorate more here. So I'm just cutting off about 1 inch on the top, and here are my 2 little hinges for this. So this is now 4 inches from here to here. Okay? Okay, guys. So make sure you paint all your pieces before you assemble them. Don't do like I did, because you need to get into the crevices here. Okay? And that, of course, means that you have to wait until things dry and blah, blah, blah. So you see, I have to do it again here. And yeah. So just make sure you go around and paint this edge and this and everything that you think will show. I might be putting masking tape on these edges afterwards, but I'm not sure yet. So that's why I've painted them, in case I'm not going to do that. You see here, I have done like this before this was completely dry, and now everything shows in here. So I have to do that one again. Okay, so that's my tip. Learn from my mistakes. So let's start assembling. So I just lay it out like this, and then I start taping with the duct tape. First you attach it to the main part, and then you just make sure that it is completely tight like this. And you see, this will now act as a nice hinge for this. Okay, next, and then make sure there are no bits going over the edge. Just use your craft knife and cut that away. Okay. Then don't go over your hinge and make it thicker there. Just go like so. And then you put this, you line it up on this edge because it's hard to see on that side. So you line it up here and press down like so. And then we cut off any excess. So first, we go from, remember, don't go over the hinge there. Push this in from the top, like this. And then just line up and press down. So this will be the thing that goes over here. I got a bug. Sorry, bug. I need a little bit straighter edge here. Just bend this up so that you know you don't go over. Then do the same on the other side to make sure. And you see it does not overlap, so that's good. Then we're going to put this in the right place, like this. And then it's the top part. That's long enough. And then we're lining it up and pressing down. So here it is. This is going to hold with magnets, and these here we're going to do, I'll be using the Kaisercraft True Romance papers for this little mini thingy. So I decided to cover the hinge parts here on the inside with the Japanese masking tape because I don't want the shiny parts to show. And I've got this pink tape that I think will match. So I want to edge the papers, and I want to use Victorian velvet distress ink. And I have just, you know, the entire part here is 5 by 7. So this is, let's see, 6 3/4 by 5 3/4. And then I will just center it. And I'll attach it using my ATG gun. So to get all my edges around the papers looking the same, I decided to go with the masking tape all the way around and then just overlap so that the same thing happens on the cover. just cut a snippet in the corner here so that when you fold your tape, it looks nice, because you're going to have another one covering this anyway. And that one you need to keep your album like this, and then start here, cut the nice edge on both ends, and hold it like this when you fold it. And just run your nail along there and make sure it's pressed down firmly. So that gives a really nice finished look. But you need masking tape of good quality, and I got my masking tape from Pretty Tape on Etsy, and the quality is excellent. It just sticks, right? So make sure you don't have that cheap silly stuff that really doesn't stick to anything. I hate that tape. And that tape will also rip very easy. This doesn't rip easy. It's not, yeah, it's great quality. So do those bits the last, okay? Because you want them to cover these other ones inside. So I'm just going to peel back this a bit. And remember, we cut so that this folds nice and smooth over on the other side. And yeah, of course you need to cut all the way down. Silly me. And then like this. Now, you remember, whenever you have to fold something, then make sure it's folded before you run your tape over, and then go into the crevice with your nail, and here you have it. So we can do, yeah, we can do this one first. And this is also going to fold. So first you press down here, then you fold it until the like the angle that you want it, and you press first your tape down like this, and then you go into the crevice with your fingernail. Okay, that's that one. And now we go up here. Fold over nicely. And now we do this. We have done the inside. The insides are much easier, so it's a bit more fiddly on the outside. So make sure you just attach to the upper part first. Cut off. Oops. This, fold, and then smooth it over first down there, and then go into the crevice with your fingernail like this. Any excess, just cut it off. Then make sure this is bent and start, oops, first smooth it down on the top and then fold it over. And if it's not nice, then just lift it back up. That's what's nice about this tape. And then run your nail. Okay, we've got one last one. Bend it, smooth it across, first make it attach, and then run your fingernail in there. Okay, and this, I don't want to cover this with tape, I want to cover this with lace. Make it easy. I'll just continue to cover the inside and the outside with paper. And like I said, you trace it first. I didn't, and that's really stupid. So So this is going to be covered with lace anyway. Okay. Just using liquid glue for this part. Easier. So now the inside is covered, and now you need to put your magnets where you want your magnets to go. You need to put them before adding the paper on the outside, otherwise it will drive you crazy. So I'll be needing a magnet to hold this, and it's important that it is all centered. So what I do first, then I just attach the magnet to the flap. Crap. Oh, I always do this, okay? Don't do like I do. You have to, of course, attach the first magnet under this paper. Oh, sorry, I just have to laugh. So now I have to try and peel off this paper here, which will obviously destroy it. Oh, if you knew how many times I've done this. Okay, so I have to just paint a little bit there first. So I'm using some of my stronger magnets for the top here. So what you do first is you take a piece of duct tape and you attach the magnet to the duct tape, and then you secure it. Okay, then to get the precise placement of your magnet on the cover page, you just cut a piece of the duct tape and you put it gluey side up, and then you just let your magnet find where it wants to go. And now to center this, just, you know, I have to show you here. You see you can see the little crease when this is closed. So you have to sort of make the imaginary crease on this side. Can you see that? And then hold it there, and then close this as good as you can, and then try and find your tape here, and then press it down like this, because now your magnet will hold your album shut in the right spot. Okay, so I've now also covered the outside of my box, and for the inside I have decided to do sort of like a gatefold. That's my plan. And I have no idea if it will work, so that's why I'm showing you this. So I have made, like, this is the hidden hinge binding method from Kathy Orda. I just cut some cardstock, 6.5 inches. You know, this album is 7 inches tall, so I cut my hinge at 6.5, and then I just scored at every 1/4 inch, and I folded like this, and there is score tape in between these hinges and score tape on the back here. So I have 4 hinges on one side and 3 on one side, and my plan is for them to be a gatefold like so. So let me show you how I make my hinges. You will need some cardstock matching your papers. I'm using white. So you need your cardstock to be 6.5 inch tall. Okay, so you just cut it down to 6.5 inches, and this is now 6.5 inch tall. On the left side, you will need 4 hinges, and on the right side, you will need 3 hinges to make this a gatefold. So we're going to score this paper. And we are scoring the paper and on a 1/4 inch. Okay, so we score and score. And we'll see how many we need. And you want to fold, because you want your hinges to be flexible. You want to fold them all first one way. Sorry about my croaky voice. And then you want to fold them the other way as well. I'm using Prismatic's Basil cardstock. Great cardstock. But use your favorite, as long as it can take the folding. Okay, so to make your hinge, you need a 1/4 inch sticking out on this side. And then the next fold will be like this, right? So this will make the hinge, and this is the 1/4 inch. Then you want a 1/4 inch gap between, so you fold the next two, right? And that's how you carry on to create your hinge. So this will mean that I will have to score just a couple of more quarters to finish this. Probably doing some extras, but it doesn't matter. Okay, we have to fold, like I said, both ways on all your folds, all your score marks, I mean. Okay, and then the other way. And then score tape. You put score tape not on the first here, but on the second. Okay, all the way. So when you remove this tape, you're going to press these together. That means you don't need score tape on this and not on this. Can you see that? You need score tape on this one. So what you do when you put your score tape, you do skip 1 score tape, skip 2 score tape. Skip 2 score tape. Skip 2 score tape. So 4 pieces of score tape equals 4 hinges, right? So now, before I just cut clean the rest of the stuff here, we're just going to do our hinges properly. Now you fold it. this way, right? And press it down. And you've made your first hinge. Yay! Then you fold it again this way. And here you have your second hinge. You see? 1, 2. You fold. And the last, fold. And make sure it's really pressed firmly together. You now have your 4 hinges. And these hinges will need to be folded over to the sides again and again, repeatedly, to make them work nicely. Okay, so just do this a number of times. Okay, now you can see I have a 1/4 of an inch here, and I have tons of inches here. So we're going to cut it up so that there is a 1/4 of an inch after the last hinge as well. And that's here, right there. Okay, so this means you have scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You need to score 12 times at a 1/4 inch to get this. And you do the exact same thing, but you stop here to make those 3 hinges, right? So you need a 1/4 of an inch here and a 1/4 of an inch there next to your 3 hinges. Now you know what to do, okay? Okay, so that means I need to center, because my hinges are just as wide here, and I need to center these. So let's try that. And it might be a good idea to finish all your pages and everything before you put it in, but I'll find out when this turns out to be a disaster. Then I will know what I should do the next time. Ooh la la, let's try and center it. Like this. So my idea is that now this is stuck, and we'll just fold these hinges so that they will go easy. The more you work your hinges, the better your pages will open. Okay, so that's that side, and let's center it on this side too. This is a little bit nerve-wracking for me anyway. Hopefully this is good. Yeah. Okay, so again, let's just make sure that this binding is stuck to the album base. So now when this closes, so I decided to make my pages out of envelopes, because cardstock is quite thick, at least the one that I have. So that's why these are will be, you know, demanding a little bit less space. So I started out with these envelopes, and I cut them down so that they are the length of my hinges. And I'm planning to put them on like so. I also cut. So this is now, let's see if I can find something to measure with. This is 4 2/8 by 6.5. So 4 of the envelopes, I just glued this shut like so. Then I cut it down to 6.5 inches, and that leaves me with this. Then I cut it open on the opposite side of this flap, and this is where I'm going to attach my envelope to my hinge. I'm going to have 4 of the same envelopes with opening at the top on this side here, and then for my other side I'm going to have 3 envelopes that is going to open in at the side here. So I'm going to take tags in and out of the side. So I will be attaching my envelope to this side, and then I'm covering it with paper so that it's completely covered. You will see later. I'm just going to show you how I attach one. I put score tape on both sides of all my hinges. So if I start with this one, then I will just not remove the score tape, but the and this will be quite easy because it is open on this side. If it was closed up here, then it's a lot more fiddly to manage. So you just put it down there and press it as far up as you can, and then just give it a pinch. And then you need to make sure that your envelope goes all the way down on both sides like so. So here's one page, right? And on the other side, as I said, don't attach this side, attach this one. And you do the same thing here. You push it up and down like this, and then you make sure your envelope is attached. Like so. And I will be just putting some glue here, some wet glue. This is Scotch Quick Dry adhesive, for those of you who want to know. And just like this, to close up the envelope so that there is only an opening here on the side. Okay? So the gatefold system goes this one first, and then this, and then we will attach another envelope on this side that will go over here, and so forth. And again, I did the one stupid thing that I was not supposed to do, and that was attach my envelopes before edging them. That is so silly, because now it will be like impossible for me to get down here and and edge these parts of my envelopes. So that was really stupid. But I always do something like that. But, you know, who cares? I'll do it as well as I can, and that's the only thing I can do. So let's see how this closes up now. Down with every other. Oh, I just have to glue that shut. So you see this closes very nicely. Still. So now I can decorate my pages or edge them. Hello everybody, it's Linda, and I'm back to share another design team project for Wild Orchid Crafts with you. I have created this fun album box thing. I am not sure if this is my idea or if I have seen it somewhere else. So please, if you know that you have made this before or you know somebody who has, please let me know so that I can link to them. But I am going to show you a tutorial on how to create this because I'm just so happy with how it turned out, and it was so much fun to create, and it's really quick and easy. And the only thing you need is some duct tape, some washi tape, some chipboard, and some nice pattern paper to get this the way that this looks. So first let me show you. I have decorated the cover of this. This can stand like so, or you can just keep it like on your table, sitting on your table. Just put some feet underneath here, like half pearls or something here, and it will sit nicely on your table as well, or you can keep it this way if that's what you want. So on the cover I used some flatback pearls. I used a paper doily from Wild Orchid Crafts, and I'm popping the item numbers on screen and all the links to the products in the description box below. I used one trellis rose here in the center, some cottage roses here and here. I used some beautiful lilies there, some of my favorite hip rosebuds here, 3 of them here. I've got 3 of them up here and 3 of them here, and some white leaves. And these are just some die cuts from the paper collection, and the paper collection I used for this is Kaisercraft, and it's called True Romance. So let's see, this heart I just covered in paper from the collection, and it is just a metal piece, and I have a cutout from this gorgeous lace that I got from my friend Annie, Miss Garden Grove here on YouTube. Thank you so much, Annie. And I put this button here and some twine, and to close this, because this flap here opens, I just put a magnet behind the doily here and a magnet behind this heart, and this holds it. So let's open and let me show you what I think is so fun about this. So it opens like this, and then like this, and it has a mini album inside. And the mini album is actually what's holding this closed in the first place. I thought that I needed like loads of magnets here to hold this and down here, but it turned out that I didn't need those magnets. So I have actually in my tutorial added magnets here and here, here and here, here and here, and there, to use these like filigrees to hold it closed. But there's no need for that. The only place where you need a magnet is under here and here to hold the lid closed, and then one here to hold this. So then let's open, and like this. Like I said, I use the True what did I use? The True Romance stack. I have made a photo mat here, and this is a doily punch from Martha Stewart, and this is part of the, what do you call them, collectibles, I think. Let's see. This paper stack comes with, yeah, they call them collectibles. They are like die cuts from the paper line, and it's just beautiful. It's got a lot of little birds and doilies and butterflies and lots of stuff to decorate your album with. And when I have decided who is getting this, I will put like a frame here, just a die cut frame, and because nothing thick, because that will just add bulk and it will not close properly. So I'll add a frame with a photo or a message, and this is the first page. All the pages on this side has got tags or pockets that open here. I have made the pages out of envelopes, and this is also a Martha Stewart punch. And I added that because then the pages would hold, because this is made like a gatefold, so it opens like this, right? And my pages were envelopes, and my envelopes were not so wide, so I had room for this. The only thing you need to do is make sure that you don't make your pages too wide to close your album. So here is another tag. This is just a Baroque die from Tim Holtz. I have edged all my papers using the, let's see, Victorian Velvet Distress ink. And this bird is from the die cuts. And this I just cut out from the paper and made this pocket. And here is just a large photo mat, and here's a photo mat. So here are the tags that I made for this. Oh, and of course I can now see that I have forgot to cover this. I always cover these, the back of my magnets, if I can remember. And I will just use one of those little die cuts to cover it. And that's okay, guys. So now that I have showed you how you can put this together, you can just go ahead and decorate it any way you want with any kind of papers you like, and just have fun and enjoy yourself. And the only thing you have to make sure is, if you decide to use like an edger punch or to make your pages wider, don't make them too wide to close the album. Okay, remember the width so that you don't let your embellishments or anything stick out and hinder the closure of this album. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. And I would love to see your finished album. So please let me know if you decide to share your album, and I'll pop over and have a look. So take care, everybody, and have a wonderful day, and happy crafting. Bye-bye.